Well, it's my school. I met a lot of friends, met a couple of professors along the way who seemed to kind of give me a little bit of help in figuring out what I want to do in life. People I still feel very fondly about today. And whatever has happened good in my life would have happened if I hadn't gone to the University of Tennessee.
I really wanted to get a good legal education. Choosing to come to UT is probably the best decision I've made in my life thus far. UT is kind of one of a kind. It's the hidden gem of the South, if not of the whole country.
And the people who teach here love teaching and love the idea that they're preparing these students to be lawyers.
We are unique in that we are preparing people to go out in the world and meet the ever-changing legal needs of corporations, of individuals, of countries, of governments.
When I look at my classmates, we're doing really well. But even more than that, one day there'll be colleagues, there'll be senators, there'll be mayors, there'll be governors.
The people that graduate now are the people who are going to be responsible for the state that I live in. I'm proud of UT and certainly proud of what goes on in the law school.
The law school in particular has done a lot of innovative things. It's been ahead of the curve. The things we've done with our clinic here, being ahead of clinical education, in some cases a generation or two ahead of clinical education.
As a first-generation American, I'm really big into immigration law, and it just so happens that UT actually has not only an immigration clinic, but an amazing immigration clinic.
It's hard for me to be a student there and not sing its praises because it's done so much for me. But I mean, at the end of the day, nothing's perfect. Everything needs help at some point or another. We're not there yet. We're getting close.
Don't refer to the university as state-supported. Refer to it as state-assisted, because the state's contribution has gone from about 2/3 to about 1/3. So that's a big reason that tuition has to go up.
In America, we have tons of qualified, diverse students that would want to come to the University of Tennessee. The problem is that they can't afford it, and a little bit of financial help will make that decision to come to UT easier.
We are missing very good top students because our sister institutions are giving more and greater amounts of scholarships.
We have challenges with the salaries of our professors. We do not keep up with our peers in the SEC, and particularly at the College of Law.
In order for us to give our students the best possible experience, in order for us to do the research that results in the best kind of teaching, it takes resources, and that's only going to come from outside funding.
Whether it's professors or it's your fellow students. If you really want to be top 25, top 10, number one, you've got to become a national institution.
There's a series of things that can only be solved with money.
We owe our alumni a huge debt for everything that we're able to do here, whether it's student scholarships or funding new innovations in the classroom.
The center that I direct would not exist but for the generosity of 8 lawyers. We can't do without the generosity of others.
But there's so much more that we can do. Every donor makes a huge difference for our success and the success of our students.
I've been extremely successful in my endeavors in school. I want that for the next run of students who come in. Being a student, I want to see my school at the top. And so to see people invest in that, that's huge. I mean, we need it.
I feel very fortunate to have had the career I've had, and I would not have had this opportunity were it not for the University of Tennessee. To help people afford the opportunity I was given is something I want to do.
We're in one sense one family, and that every family member has skills, gifts, and that there ought to be a way that we can all give back.
feel like I'm a part of an owner, I guess, of it. You know, I mean, I want to help the University of Tennessee. I want to see the University of Tennessee do well.
And I think that just shows that it does matter where you go to school. It does have a sense of meaning of where you graduate from. And that sense of family doesn't just end when we graduate and scatter across the country at our various jobs.
The College of Law has identified all the important elements to make this an even better law school. And I am happy to help in any way that I can to see that happen.